investigation into any matter, regardless of status. The Attorney General, in a statement, expressed concerns on the confrontation of operatives of the EFCC in the course of its efforts to perform its statutory duty. He urged anyone who's been invited by the Commission to put away any obstruction and answer their invitation. Earlier, spokesman of the EFCC, Dele Uyewale, spoke with TVC News on the effort of the Commission to invite former Governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello.
Yes, the Commission has a valid order of the court and a warrant of arrest and enrollment order, to declare the former governor wanted. As a very, very responsible anti-corruption agency, the EFCC will not come out and declare someone wanted if he does not have the appropriate authority to do that. So we have the appropriate and requisite legal authority to declare.
Well, at EFCC versus Yahaya Bello, let's talk to legal practitioner Bolanle Olugbani for more on this development. First, what do you make of allegations from the anti-graft agency that the former governor is being protected by someone with immunity?
Well, if that is the case, it appears that whoever is protecting the former governor, Yahaya Bello, is acting contrary to law. If that person has immunity, as provided for under Section 308 of the 1999 Constitution, that immunity is for that person specifically for the period for which he holds office. Yahaya Bello's immunity has lapsed at the end of his tenure. And as such, any attempt by anybody in this country after an arrest warrant has been issued by a court of competent jurisdiction to prevent the arrest of Yahaya Bello amounts to a crime.
For the anti-graft agency, particularly when there are challenges with the service of charge on the defendant?
Well, the law has already taken care of, the issue of service of orders or court processes by, making provision for service by substituted means. If somebody is proving difficult, there are ex parte orders that can be obtained from the court if enough particulars and evidence is given that that person is evading service, where the court will order, service by publication in national newspapers or by pasting on the wall, gate or fence of the last known address of the person.
But in this case, Mr. Olugbani, the defense counsel is saying that the former governor has a restraining order from court restraining EFCC from arresting him.
Well, I think that the counsel to the former governor may be referring to an interlocutory order made by a court of competent jurisdiction that has said the respondent, which in this case may be the EFCC, should wait a while. Let me determine whether his fundamental rights is being breached or is about to be breached. So if there's such an order, the proper thing to do is to notify the EFCC of that order. And if the EFCC, being aware of that order, has gone ahead also to get an arrest warrant from a court of competent jurisdiction, against Yahaya Bello, it is not the proper procedure, because you cannot, be making courts of coordinate jurisdiction make conflicting orders against each other on the subject matter.
And that's also the bone of contention, whether or not the EFCC has the right to declare him wanted without an order of the court, because the last we heard from the court today is that it adjourned till 23rd of May for ruling on the substituted service of the charge on Yahaya Bello and his arraignment.
Well, that gives enough time for the lawyers representing the former governor to make the appropriate application to bring all the facts that are presently, within the knowledge of the party, which may not be within the knowledge of the court that made the arrest warrant order, so that the court can do the appropriate or make the appropriate decision.
Legal practitioner Bolanle Olugbani, thank you for talking to us.
Thank you. And
Justice Enyangeko of the Federal High Court Abuja has refused to strike out the 9